Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here and welcome to another Reverse1999 video. So this is going to be the ultimate beginner's guide that's going to cover your day 1 or even the first week of your gameplay for the global release. Now, if you haven't watched my previous videos, do check them out. First is the tier list. We explain the tier list with the content creator server testings and to showcase some of the best units in this game. And the other one is the 5-minute reroll guide. Now take a look if you want to multi-instance reroll on your PC, or if you're a mobile user, you can reroll using the salted email. So check these two videos out. And also I'll be live streaming day 1 of release, so you can see here we're gonna reroll for the characters that we want, and I will be releasing a ton of codes to give away, and you can redeem the codes by going into the in-game setting here. Go to settings and you'll be able to use the code exchange reward function to exchange the code that I'll be giving away on my Discord as well as on the live stream from the developers. Now anyhow, let's get to it and let's transition right into the beginner's guide. And as you start in game, please, I implore you, if this is your first time playing the game, do enjoy it. The music, the voice acting, everything is just top tier in the artistic direction. So the game also has a very concise and clear early tutorial that teaches you about the combat of the game, so do follow that. I know if you're probably going to reroll, then you're gonna skip everything, but for the first time, please don't. At least just enjoy it, okay? And after you've done it once already, you can skip everything. The dialogue skip is available very early on in the game because it was part of the feedback from the closed beta test. And as you arrive at 1-1, you will be able to post Soneto, which is the guaranteed 5-star. And for those of you that choose not to reroll and want to stick with Soneto, or if you just like the character, it's absolutely perfectly fine to invest in her. Because of this return of growth event, all of the materials and investment you put in these characters, Soneto, Apple, and the other two, they'll be returned to you in full. So even if you start, you don't have a lot of pulls, and you just stick with Soneto as your main damage dealer, it's completely fine, because as you progress through the game, you'll get up to 73 pulls, you'll pull other units, and once you get a better unit or you have someone to replace Soneto with, then all of the resources you get back can be invested into the other unit. And as we arrive at 1-4, this is where the reroll begins. Now, you can check out my previous video. I have recommendations on how to reroll and what to reroll for, but again, it's not necessary. A lot of people can actually just sit on their resources and pull a few, and they have a team that's enough to clear most of the content, and once they arrive at the next upcoming few banners, they have enough to get tons and tons of pulls. Now, for the CN side, we've received about 180 pulls at the end of version 1.0. Okay, so that is 2 pities, so you're guaranteed a rate up unit 100%, so you will be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. I don't want you to spend so much time on rerolling and you end up not enjoying the game and not playing it after all. So just enjoy the ride and play if you want, if this is your first time experiencing a game like this. And after that, just follow through the tutorial, push the content, and you will be able to unlock more and more game modes that allows you to upgrade your units. Now let's jump into the team building section because I think that is quite important. Now, for the basics of the team building section, you're going to want to look at 3 main characters for your team. You want to have a damage dealer that's going to kill the enemy, a support that's going to make your damage dealer kill the enemy faster, and a survival character that's going to keep your team alive while you're killing the enemies. So if you did go for reroll, of course, you will probably settle with either Centurion or Eternity, but if you didn't, take a look at these 3 units. Eternity, Lilia, and Regulus, they're all damage dealers that's available on the beginner's banner. So in the first 30 pulls, you're guaranteed to have an S tier late games damage dealer. Okay, so that's very important, and this is part of the reason behind I'm saying that you don't 100% need to reroll. Of course, you probably get a more efficient start if you do, but it's not necessary for you to progress through the game. So once you've got your team going, you can take a look at more in-depth options, because some of the supports, they synergize a bit better with other damage dealers. So again, I would say the best support in game is either on Lee or you're using Bjorn Bloom, right? And the sustain in this game is going to be Medicine Pocket, or you can substitute a Balloon Party. And these two basically are your 100% locked in slots, and your damage dealers can kind of vary. Of course, I would say the best would be Centurion, but you can go with Charlie and SR type unit, which is listed here as well if you have multiple dupes, and either one out of the 3 beginner's banner damage dealers. So it's very flexible. You can see here they have variations as well, so Regulus as well as Lilia if you didn't go for Eternity, and then any of the 2 supports here, and the Medicine Pocket as sustain. So there are lots of options. You can even go with the Sonetto double damage dealer, right? You can have a Lilia into Sonetto, or Eric, who's a lower tier 4-star. That's right, a 4-star character is also viable, and the Tenant. So you can see lots of variations, and even okay, apparently it's called Dicky. Okay, that's what was said on the stream. It's not me. But apparently, and this is a free unit 5-star that is given to you, so you can use that as a solo sustain as well. But you can see loads of options here. As long as you're following the main damage dealer plus supports, 1 or 2 supports and sustain, you're on your way to success. And just pick any of the units from S tier or even some of the A tiers will be fantastic. And even has a section later on the website to show you some of the insane comps that you can expect in the later patches for CM, because for someone like Sotheby, who is really not 100% great at the moment, especially in the early game, past version 1.2, Sotheby is going to be really strong with the poison team. So yeah, that's the damage dealers, the supports, as well as the survival team composition that you will probably use throughout your initial gameplay. Let's take a look at what additional rewards are available in game to make your progression a lot smoother. So here we are in a new account, and you can see that there are a ton of events going on. You can see the daily check-in, the beginnings of the tale, after class exercise. All of these are essentially going to give you rewards and resources to upgrade your units. Now take a look at this. So this, later on, you'll unlock something called a side tube. Okay, so this will be able to promote, if you play other games, it's like the artifact, the signature light cones and stuff like that. It's going to be able to promote your units and make them a lot stronger, and you can equip them to different units as well. So that's quite key. And in terms of upgrades for your units, now if you are playing the game, of course it has the tutorial to show you how to upgrade. There is level upgrades available. Okay, there is level limit in the form of insight, and insight is very important, and you want to definitely push your progression to start farming insights and upgrade the insights for your main damage dealers first, because the higher the insight, the higher the level cap, and the more additional bonus the unit will get in terms of their kit and their stats. So it's quite important. You want to do that as soon as possible, right? And after that, this is essentially the insight inheritance. You can see the bonuses that's given, and you see the skills, and also the portrait is the dupe system. Now we don't really have dupes. This is a test account, so you can see that dupes does offer some bonuses, but not as important as insight, which everyone can farm. Okay, you insight, you increase the unit's level, and they'll be much stronger. So definitely do that for your main damage dealer first, and it does change the artwork to make it even nicer. So just follow the events, follow the guides. They have a lot of tasks available for you on the side here, and you will be able to use the beginning of the tale as well as daily and weekly activeness to guide you what to do. So it's quite important, and make sure if you're stuck, go back, collect all the resources here, and you'll be able to push and upgrade your units with everything that's being given to you. And of course, if you tune into my stream, you will be able to receive, if you're lucky, some redemption codes for you to redeem here, and these redemption codes will include resources to push your progression even further. So hopefully I'll see you guys there, and let me know your thoughts, and I look forward to the live stream for the day 1 release of the game.